So today is an exciting day for jewelry, right? So check this out. First, I got this Dremel. It's more or less a hand drill. What's better about this one is the cord and like the drill itself is like super light, so it's not as heavy. But this weight that's on it makes this heavy. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but think it just, if I'm holding like this, it weighs down as one complete thing and it's uncomfortable. But having this one will make it easier to do, just to hold it in place, make it easier to stabilize because I'm not lifting like a weight while I'm trying to do a precise thing, right? Hope that makes sense. Also, I thought I was friggin' genius and I cut the legs off my jewelry desk before I started, you know, setting diamonds and things of that nature. So if you can look at them, you see I like cut them and then I'm like, oh man, this is too low, and then I cut them again and put them together, if you can see it. So what I did is I went to Lowe's and I got them to make actual stilts or whatnot, so I could lift it up and have it stabilized and higher, because I got a microscope to see into the future, and it comes with like this little light, so you can see how it like looks. It's like a light, but it's basically zoomed all the way up super close to that, so I can like do work on it and whatnot. Also, I want to make a ring. So this is a half round 10 gauge, and I can use this to make a ring. So that's amazing. Also, so much happening. Let me get a knife. So this is the merch that I was talking about in the other video the other day. But these are all the hoodies. Look at that. How can I? This is one of the t-shirts, whatever you believe is the truth. And you can see with the period I put the VB logo. It says, how can I? If you look at it and then say it to yourself, it's just like, how can I? You're asking yourself how you can do something. I feel like it's super cool. Oh, I got the hoodies with the embroidered V, and then on the back of it, I got the logo, the company name going up it, so Vecchio Versori. And then I got a freaking hat. It says the name on the back. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And to just put on top as like ice cream, the window opens up the way, so it's like being inside, being outside. It's a great day today. But let's get to the work. So what you see me doing now is basically setting the desk up on the wood, so it's a little bit taller, so it's easier for me to look down the microscope to set the diamonds. Much harder than what it looks. The desk is so heavy now with the actual microscope connected. Then I show you, then I set up the actual Dremel, and then I take a break to actually have some ice cream because I was aggravated and tired at this point. But delicious. So we got everything done and set up, and most of this is jewelry setting related, so I'm not even going to show you anything with it right now in this video. So basically what we're going to do is make a grill for setting diamonds. The sole purpose of the one I'm going to make is for setting diamonds. We're going to start from scratch. So this is what we're going to be working on first. So this is the actual impression mold. I'm going to take this piece of wax. So I'm going to measure it with this. This wax is 0.6 millimeters. So I'm gonna shape this around the teeth. So basically the first step is to spray the teeth with the mold release spray. That's basically what I'm showing now, is that it has a lubricant on it. You need that to actually put the wax on it. So I light my lamp so I can cut and then start cutting out the shapes of that actual wax, so then I can turn around and shape it. And this takes literally forever, so that's why we're doing it this way, where I'll talk over it. But yeah, so it's a back and forth shaping, melting, adjusting until I get it to be like practically perfect around this set of teeth. So I did the tops and the bottom. This is basically what it looks like after it's finished. So now I'm gonna put this bruise on. So I'll put one more on there just so you can see the process. Hope you're able to see that. This is what it looks after I put this bruise on it. So total grams are 3.53. Roughly, it'll be 30-ish, 5 grams. You're supposed to always add 10% just in case. It'll be right at 40 in grams of actual silver. Let's give it over. It's right at what I need, so I'm gonna keep it. So now what you see me doing is just adding the base so that when I put it in the flask, it can like go over it. And that's what it looks like in the flask with the new base. Now I'm going to measure my water and investment mix and mix it all up. this is 2 hours later. Pop this off. You can see what was a liquid is now a very smooth solid. I thought it was real watery, but this came out literally perfect. It's like so smooth. I'm showing out. So we'll pop this off. So that's the thing that we stood it up on, right? You see what you're left with is the little base with wax in it at the bottom. So now what we're gonna do is turn the kiln on. So, and then switch it to run. Put this in there, bottom down. And then this process itself takes literally 5 hours in total. So what happens is this one will sit for 4 hours, and then once it hits 4 hours, I'll turn this one on. I will let this heat for an hour. They'll both be done. So at the 5 hour mark, and then I'll melt the metal. And then after I melt the metal, then I'll show you guys how I do the whole process of casting the rest of the way. Okay, so it is 5 hours later. So you can see like the actual furnace, the tabletop furnace reached temp. And this one's gonna reach the temp now too. So in an hour, we can go through the casting process. Okay, everything is ready. Look at this, look at this. That is super hot. It's hot for me to even touch it. Give that like 10 minutes to melt. Let's get it. So now it's pulling, and I wanted to pull past 25, and I'm just putting pressure on it. There we go. And it'll do the rest of the way itself. Then lift this. So now we're gripping it. Put this back. That's it. We've officially cast it. So it's got a little bead in there. I usually let it sit for like 5-ish minutes. So I gave the metal a little bit of time to cool. So you can see it's back to its like solid form. And now for my absolute favorite part. This process is called quenching. And there you go, a completed cast. And this is what it looks like when it's finished.